Welcome back everyone to KCD2, where after a long day and some very tiring work we had to bury 2 bodies and brew a concoction, a chamomile concoction, in order to lower Sir Capon's fever. So, but this was very tiring work, and yeah, we gonna go grab some round of shut-eye. So we're supposed to sleep until morning. So let's go for 12 hours. Can we not sleep for longer? No? Okay. Well, 12 hours it is.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
That's Ishtar.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell! Oh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Hello
I'm having
there.
a nightmare.
Oh, she must be the Pavlena. Božena's daughter.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
Yeah.
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
Oh.
Ma knows what she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, probably been hitting on you all the
Sounds like
time.
him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Well, better than yesterday. Oh.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
A beautiful maiden. No. It was just a dream, it doesn't mean anything. Well, no, apparently it does mean a lot. And the sword is the last memento we have left, basically, of our parents. Istvan Toth, yeah, well, the sword is more important. We need to get the sword back. If Istvan Toth dies at our hand while we are getting our sword back, then that's a plus. That's basically the cherry on top. But the sword is the main thing.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility. Or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
We'll think about it.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Oh, we will. But she seems to be the local shrink here. I mean, that was almost like psychoanalysis. Perk points? What? Perk points? Ah, bugger, I didn't read. And the pop-ups don't stay on that long, so... what was that? Can we see... Can we reread those pop-ups? No. Oh well. Player. With 13 available perk points? Wow. Okay, yeah, okay. So probably that was the info that that the box showed. So, polished wares, what's this? Polished wares, quality speaks for itself, but you still know how to help it along. When selling weapons, armor or clothing that are in near perfect or perfect condition, 98 to 100%, you'll gain 10% more money for them. Silver tongue. They say silence is golden, but for you, it's usually the opposite. You get a +4 speech bonus when haggling, making it easier to negotiate better prices. Okay, that sounds useful. Vitality, we are not able to put any perks or any perk points into vitality right now. Deft hand. You wield weapons with ease and naturalness, as if you've done nothing else in your childhood. The required agility for all weapons will be too lower for you. In general, if you have a lower agility than the weapon requires, you will find it more difficult to fight with. But if you have a higher agility, the stamina consumption will drop. With this perk, you will reach that state sooner. That sounds very, very helpful. Featherweight. Knowing how to fall is a useful skill to have, and seeing how often life knocks you down, you've managed to pick up the art rather quickly. Fall damage is reduced by 30%. That could be very helpful as well. We do have 13 perk points, right? So, hard-working lad. You grew up in a forge where hard work was never in short supply, and you find a certain satisfaction in it. If you carry a sack or even a dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, they will hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. Now that is bigly big. We are currently, the maximum is 118 pounds, and with the little equipment we are already carrying and the little stuff we have, we are already at 68 pounds. So knowing me, and the loot goblin that I am. Yeah, hard-working lad it is. Don't even need to think about it. This is a no-brainer. Okay, train hard, fight easy. When Sir Ratic took you into his service, the first thing he did was send you to train under Master Bernard. You still remember the beating he gave you. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less for you. In general, if you have a lower strength than the weapon requires, you will do less damage with it. Conversely, if your strength is higher, you'll do more damage. With this perk, you'll reach the state sooner. Yes, let's, can we not? Why can we not? We do have enough available. Oh, wait, perk points? Oh, so, okay. Wait a sec. But it said we have 12 available. So here it says perk points. So, and it said 1 perk point here as well. So I assume we only have 1 perk point we can allocate in strength, which we did with hardworking lad. 1 we can allocate in main level, agility and speech. But where do we put the other ones? Oh, but in skills? I guess so. Yeah. Combat, combos, buffs. Oh, so this would be... we would see all the buffs we have. If we had any right now. People in the forest. Reputation 52 with the people in the forest, okay. Okay, so and here are the stats. General. Distance travel total 3.59 kilometers. Okay, well then, main level. Charming man or opportunist? Charming man. Mum always said you should do 1 good deed every day. You carry that mother's wisdom in your heart, and that's why you often carry it in the palm of your hand. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. Now that's interesting. Okay, and opportunist. He who is a friend to all is a friend to none. You can be a friend to anyone when it suits you, but you are a true friend especially to yourself. If you lose reputation, the drop will be 10% less. Okay. Huh. Agility, yeah, the deft hand. Fall damage. Deft hand or fall damage. Now the agility and the stamina loss while using, that's a thing. And we don't want to run out of stamina during a fight. But then again, fall damage. Nope, let's use deft hand. Let's take deft hand right now. Yep. So, speech, polished wares, yeah, and silver tongue. Speech bonus when haggling, making it easier to negotiate better prices. And here we have a bonus, but only if we are selling weapons, armor, or clothing in a near perfect or perfect condition. And how often will that happen? At least in the beginning of the game, right now. During the course of the next couple of hours. So let's, let's take silver tongue. You get a +4 speech bonus when haggling, making it easier to negotiate better prices. So yeah, let's take that. Okay, that's that. Main level. Yeah, charming man. Or let's take the charming man. Reputation increase will be 10% higher. We will get to know lots of new people during the course of the next couple of hours, I assume. So it might be helpful if we gain reputation fast with them. So on the poacher's tale, survival. You can sell herbs, game, hides and trophies for double the price, eh? Now that might be a very lucrative income. Even a legal income, because we can go into the forest and just pick up some herbs and then sell them, right? And that's totally legal. Wanderer. The quality of beds increases for you the higher your survival skill is. But at most, this perk will improve the quality of a bed to 50%. On higher quality beds, the perk will have no effect. Okay. So this would be helpful in the beginning probably, because I assume that later on we will be able to afford lodgings in maybe a tavern or something, an inn that maybe has higher quality beds. But if we take this and sell enough herbs, then we might be able to even purchase high quality beds right now. I don't know. Stealth kill. Oh, we are able to stealth kill. Take down Bushman. You'll make 50% less noise when moving in bushes. One way or another. If an opponent defends against your attempt to stun or stealth kill them, they will suffer penalties to their stats. This will make it easier for you to defeat them conventionally. The effect lasts for 20 seconds. Okay. Interesting. So these are the remaining 9 perk points. Okay. So sword, yeah. Opening strike. If you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to an uncovered zone, i.e. a zone your opponent isn't blocking from, it will be more difficult for the opponent to block your subsequent attacks. Precise strike. With a fully charged sword attack. So we can charge attacks? Your sword fighting skill will count 3 higher, so your attack will not only be stronger, but it will also be harder to parry. So we can charge attacks? What? Yeah, look at that. So this is a normal attack. And now I'm holding it. It stops. And there we are. Now that's interesting. It didn't tell us this in the combat tutorial we had with Hans. Or did it? And I just missed it. Huh. Nope. Let me get back here, player. So, but we were in combat. So, precise strike, open strike, warfare. So, evade. Here we got that. Feint. Perfect block, riposte. Head protection. If you are wearing a helmet, blows to the head will cause 20% less damage. Okay. Steadfast. Blocks will cost you 20% less stamina, and your shield and weapon will wear down 20% slower by blocking. Yeah, very specific, the head protection, but this, however, 20% less stamina. This is big. Let's take it. Because, I mean, we need our stamina. We can't run out of it. Okay, opening strike. Or precise strike. Gotta think about that. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to it. So, alchemy. Art of preservation. Raw food and herbs you have in your inventory will spoil 50% slower. Okay, that's big. So yeah, things we have in our inventory can and will spoil. So like food and like all these herbs we picked up. We can counter that, with perks, obviously, like Art of Preservation, but also by drying them. At least the herbs we can dry. I mean, can't really dry an apple or a carrot, I think. I don't recall that from the first game, at any rate. So, yeah, Art of Preservation. Enthusiast. While brewing potions, your energy will slowly replenish and your nourishment will not decrease. Okay, that's interesting. So making brewing potions kind of a meditative thing, right? Potion seller. You can sell the potions you brew for 30% more. Craftsmanship. Razor sharp. If you sharpen a sword on the grindstone to a condition of 98% or higher, the weapon gains a bonus effect that increases its slashing damage by 10%. This effect will remain active as long as the weapon's condition stays above 75%. 7-league boots. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, sprinting will cost you 25% less stamina, so you can run longer and go further. Aha. Well fitted. Armor and clothing that you repair yourself with the Armorer's Kit will make less noise when worn. The effect lasts until the item's quality level drops. Okay. Drinking. Nightcap. If you were meant to get a hangover while sleeping, now you won't. Plus, when you're drunk, all the beds are 10% more comfortable, so you sleep like a king. Yeah. So basically just like in real life, right? Saint Vivian's Grace. Under the influence of alcohol, you'll be less likely to be injured by falling from a height because the patron saint of drinkers has a protective hand over you. Okay, cool. Horsemanship. Night training. Melee attacks from horseback will cost you 15% less stamina, and it will be harder for enemies to unseat you. Interesting. Saddler. Repairs with the Cobbler's Kit will be 20% more efficient. Additionally, because you know pouches and satchels well, you have a +1 bonus on the thievery skill if you pick pockets. Okay. Okay. Houndmaster, we don't have any new perks. Scholarship. Cushion. The buff from sitting has an increased comfort effect of 50%, so you can study faster. Okay, so this will come into play once we find books and start reading them. So for that we need to sit down, and depending on how comfortable we are seated, we are able to study faster or slower. At least that's how it worked in the first game. Huh, so yeah, alchemy. So potion seller, art of preservation, enthusiast, brewing potion to energyable. Now these are interesting, and I hope we are able to pick what we don't pick later. So let's pick art of preservation. This will help us in the long run, and especially in the beginning when we are... I don't know where we are able to dry herbs or food at the moment, so yeah. So, and yeah, as I said, I hope we are able to pick perks we don't pick immediately. I hope we're able to pick them later on. So, craftsmanship. Well fitted, 7 league boots. Now this could be interesting, but we would have to make sure that we repair our own boots. Razor sharp. This pays into our stamina theme right in the beginning. Huh. Whereas this, yeah, no, let's take this. 7 league boots. So we do have, don't we have a, wait a sec, what do we need for 7 league boots? We need to repair by yourself, okay, but it doesn't say with what. So what do we need in order to repair? Blacksmith, no, tailor's kit probably, right? Use on no boots. No boots, apparently. But let's get back to the perks. Drinking, nightcap, St. Vivian's Grace. Huh. Hangover while sleeping, plus, yeah. They're both very specific. Scholar, yeah, let's, this is the only perk we can pick here, and yeah, let's do that. Stealth, Bushman. Or one way or another. On the poacher's trail. You could sell herbs, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. Yeah. Let's pick this one. We need money. Leaving us with the hard decisions. Less noise while moving in bushes. Could come in handy, but this... They're both quite handy. Let's pick one way or another, so that if we fail a stealth takedown or something like that, then we have a buff, or rather our opponent has a debuff or penalty to his or her stats, so making it easier for us to take them down. Let's take that. Stealth, okay. Horsemanship, yeah. Night training. Let's pick this. And nightcap or St. Vivian's Grace. Let's take St. Vivian's Grace, so that if we're drunk and fall, we don't take too much damage. Now, opening strike or precise strike. Let's pick the precise strike. Opening strike, if you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to an uncovered zone. Yeah, so... are both quite good, but we picked precise strike. Okay, so just remember we need to charge our attacks then. Okay, so yeah, our first round of perks and perk points. Nice, nice, Nice. Okay, so let's get out of here.
Look who's finally up!
Yeah.
Come and join us!
Look who has arisen from the dead. Sir Hans. Oh, look at that. Bread. Let's take it. And bacon. Nom 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 nom. All we need now is some scrambled eggs. All right.
Henry!
Yep.
Stop fooling around and sit down!
Yep, I'm looking for the prompt. Sit now.
Good
Okay.
morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time?
Minimum.
What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now,
Well-
Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
First time we saved you from Cumans. Cuman mercenaries. So, yeah. No, let's
Well,
tell the whole story.
there was this time when me and Hans had...
This happened in the first game, by the way.
some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad, and when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a Cuman patrol.
Humans?
Mm-hmm.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what I heard.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's all we need. I hope
That's
they don't
interesting.
turn up here. What could us two do
Oh,
alone
look at her
against them?
eyes.
What could they want from us?
The
But
grey
if
cataract.
they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
Oh no, it was only 2 or 3.
Seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
Yeah,
That
okay,
just
Joe.
proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your
Yeah, well, that
pebble.
was for the first
So I'll
time.
save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
Exactly.
Talberg.
Yeah, well,
was
he
that
got hit
about
in the
then?
ass by an arrow, so... No. Let's tell the whole exciting
The
tale.
foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Tarnberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat. He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh.
No, it was your arse.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
I hadn't carried him,
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, by the way, how did you beat the cutthroat? All we remember is you jumped him and you both went through the door.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail, and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Yeah.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Gelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you.
Aww.
For your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight.
Yeah,
Have
well,
my
if
word of
you
honor.
remember
Now
to
you've
do
got
so.
me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will
Ooh,
help
save
when
your
you're in
schnapps.
danger, or don't know
Nice.
which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see.
Thank
It's not all
you.
that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlin. This'll come in handy.
Nice.
No doubt.
She gave us the
But we better
recipe?
get going now.
Hans is right.
Beautiful. Okay.
We're very glad we met you. We're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time.
All right, Hans.
Should
Simmer
ever
it
find yourself
down a
in
bit.
need,
We're
the doors
thankful,
of Perkstein
but
shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir.
there's all that pomp required.
I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully
See?
we'll never need to take up your offer.
Okay,
Sorry
but
for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach
Very
them
good.
to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They catch you.
all right, let's have a look at that recipe for Savior Snaps. Let's see. Chamomile decoction.
Not like me.
No. Can we not?
The less fuss going on around.
No, we can apparently cannot look through the book. So where did we put that recipe? Recipe for Savior Snap. Ah, we need to learn it. You learned a new recipe, Savior Schnapps. Do you want to see it in the recipe book? Yes, please. So we need wine, nettle, which we picked up a lot, and belladonna. Beautiful. So basically we have all the ingredients. Wine we find at every alchemy station, same as water. And so, yeah. Alchemical formula. So we fill the cauldron with wine, add the nettle, boil it for 2 turns of the hourglass, grind the belladonna, add the belladonna to the cauldron, and boil for another turn of the hourglass. And after that, we pour it into a vial, and yeah, that's it. Bob's your uncle. And by the way, look at that. Little square on the bottle of the Savior Schnapps. Just like chamomile flowers on the bottle of the chamomile decoction. That little square, I bet it's supposed to symbolize a 3.5 floppy disk. Betcha anything. Okay, so, but, what is this? Oh, records, eh? Dugout shelter, pennants and banners, schools. Okay, so yeah, tutorial. So yeah, but before we talk to Sir Hans and make I suppose get on our way, be on our way, let's take a break here. And when we come back, we will be on our way to Trotsky and get to the bottom of this, of the bandits and everything. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if so, I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye.